Hello my friends and viewers, this is Gabriela Stardust here from Lakeland, Florida, and today, like you see, is August the 21st. It's a Tuesday and it's 4:52, and I'm about to record right now part number 4 of the NEMESIS system, and this will include images from March 2018 this year and also from April. So I hope you sit back, enjoy the showing, and it will always show you the best images, I believe, from the Nibiru community, because you will see what I see. These images are not tempered or in any other way manipulated, so you will see the real deal here, my friends. So sit back and we start here right now. Okay, my friend, let us start here with this picture from the 10th of March 2018. Actually, it was a very nice day, but there was already a lot of chemtrails in the sky. Excuse me here, my friends, I had to sneeze. So, I did not know what actually this was here in front of the sun. I assume it could be a rest of a chemtrail before the sun actually went down, because the chemtrail is in front of the sun, so it could be a rest of it, very low, positioned. Then I had this little area here which looks like a little ditch in the sun, but you also see a yellowish glowing object behind the sun. And then you see the sun's, outer layers, the corona. What was actually also very interesting were a dark shadow here, round shadow here. And you see it is pretty big, very big if you look at our sun, which show up behind the chemtrails. Just another shot from the same day. You see this glowing here in the back behind the sun. You see a little something here, but then you see this round dark shadow which illuminated and was reflecting into our chemtrails from somewhere. And like I said, I did not know what this object was here on the bottom. I just assumed it was the rest of a chemtrail. In this image here you can still see the glowing and the reflection here from the back. This object will stay here, maybe rest of a chemtrail. Still March the 10th, like you can see, the object is shining and glowing, and actually was showing itself a little bit later in this 10 o'clock position area. This image is from March the 11th, where we had heavy chemtrails. The sun was going down here already. Here we had one area which seemed like there was an object behind and was pushing against the chemtrail as shadow. And here you see all the way up here, maybe 12 or 1 o'clock position, if you see where the sun went down, there was this other round object. A couple of minutes later, you still see the chemtrails, you still see some shadows right behind here. The sun was here coming down, and here was still the other object located. Still March 11, 2018. And keep in mind, my friends, all these pictures you see, they are in a frequency of 5 minutes. All the pictures you see, they show you a picture after 5 minutes, and just to see if these objects are moved, if they're still in the same location, because otherwise, we cannot be sure what we do have here in our skies. Still March the 10th, another 5 minutes later, you see the sun comes lower, the bright light from the sky is lowering, into the chemtrails and closer to the ocean. The shadows are still there, And this one object here is still right there to see. Still the same day. Here I have just darkening a little bit up, you know, the color, so that you can see that there's still this round object here, there, a little brighter spot in this area. Still the same chemtrails in the same area, looks like they're not moving at all. Still this one object here above, and the lights getting closer to those chemtrails here. Was another 5 minutes later. Same day, same shot. Just some 5-6 minutes later, you still can see the same objects in the same area like before. Here you see another shot, just, you know, 10 minutes later, I would say. Where you see here, sun is coming out here. It's not really very bright, but you can see, you know, the outlines, the sharp lines. You can see something here to the right side. This object is still there. And these shadow objects behind the clouds, they are still present. That's one more picture. You see something here. Sharp lines here, coming out of the light here. You see another round object above here and glowing into the chemtrails. Shadows are still there, and the shadows also still present, and it was over 30-minute time frame, my friends. Just played a little bit with the light, and here you can see this is a thermal image actually, which I believe was the other image before too. You can see here, round object is going down. Something here on the other side, a darker orange object. This one we captured is still above. The other light source there. And here we still have the shadows in this area which we captured before. Same day, a little later. The whole process of taking sunset or get the sun down was reported for me over 45 minutes. 45 minutes. March the 12th, 2018, this year. A sun, very much dark chemtrails. You see one spot here coming out. Here's the sun. You see the outer layers like the corona. Something is stretching out the sun. Here's a shadow. Here was something behind. And here you see the outer layers, the aurora of the sun. Another image from the same day, 12th March 2018. You see some shadows here. Here, that looks like the one from the day before. Here's something, shadow here. Something here to the left side, 10 o'clock position. Here's the sun. Something is stretching on the sun, on the outer layers of the sun, and the rest is the aurora of the sun. This is the 13th of March 2018, where I couldn't capture any sunset. There was too much chemtrails, and you see the clouds, pinkish, orange, yellowish looking up, and I was focusing on this area and on the area above. Two shadows behind the chemtrail clouds. Same day, a little later, like I said, there was no sunset to spot because of all these chemtrails and weird looking colors. It was on the beach, like you can tell, we had the people walking around. There was also looking into the clouds, while the clouds here did show up those huge round ball-like looking objects. I guess everybody was thinking, what the heck is going on there? Another shot just a little bit later. You still can see those chemtrails, those dark shadows, and these round looking objects as they were hiding behind these chemtrails and trying to push through it. Another shot a little bit later. Yes, you can see those 4 round objects behind those chemtrails. Very weird looking. March the 14th. The same scenario. Sun went down. A lot of chemtrails, and here we have 2 shadow looking objects in the clouds. The clouds formation was much different as this day before, but I could spot those 2 objects behind the clouds. Still March the 14th, late in the afternoon, 1 spot there, 1 round spot here, and otherwise you just have the dark chemtrails, which, you know, preventing the real view of those objects. 10:45 in the morning on the 15th of March 2018 this year, and I captured not only the sun in the middle with a red laser lens, I also captured 2 different objects which you can see appeared in the car window and also on the hood. So it is not a reflection just, you know, from the glass, from the window. You can see actually those objects not only in the hood, you can see them also in the glass windows. I was very pleased to see and have captured these objects on the 15th in the morning hours. Also on the 14th, taken a little bit later the day, 1 hot spot, another hot spot. The sun disappeared here, and this was taken with an heat laser lens, thermal image laser lens. Here we see the shadows of these objects again, just a little bit playing with the color here, back and forth. The sun was here to the side, but you can see the heat images, the censoring heat, they have seen the same area. Do a little bit more the color downgrading here, darkening it up. 2, the sun here. Here chemtrails, there was the ocean on the bottom. This image, what you see here, made it actually through the YouTube channel and through the internet. You see a big, huge planetary object. You see the chemtrailing here. They're not chemtrailing behind this object, they're chemtrailing here in circles in front of the object. I just thought I need to show it to you. I'm not so sure right now where the image actually came from, if it was from Mexico cam or Italy cam or somewhere in Europe. I'm not so sure, but this is not my image. It's an image for from somebody else, but it went through the YouTube channel and through the internet like crazy. And the next images you will see, there you see a similarity to my pictures I have taken. This image here was taken by myself on the 18th, and I also have brought it out thermal enhanced and also inverted. You see this huge object here which looks similar to the object we just have seen, and this is our sun here on this side, so that means this object is here on the 11 o'clock position, but it was traveling through the sky. Same image was just playing, you know, with some enhancement, where you can see here's the sun, the plasma, the aurora. It is pushed in here to the side, and here is this huge incoming object, which I believe is the same object we have seen earlier, and some objects I have shown you already on my Facebook site, and I will show you again to a little later time. This is the inverted version of this object close to the sun. Here, same day, after the object was traveling to a later time during the day to the right side, I captured those twin objects coming in, and there was actually located in the aurora of our sun. Another image from the same day where you can see a little bit better here this object. The other one was very close to it, in the aurora, maybe in the corona of the sun. So I excuse here, my friends, sometimes, you know, the very bad quality, but please don't forget, my equipment is not $1 million equipment, and I have good equipment. I have some good working equipment, but I try to bring out here to you guys what I have seen with my abilities to the best quality I can do. One more time, this object to 11 o'clock position, pushing against the sun's aurora part and might against the corona plasma surrounding of the sun. Ciao my friends, this was me here, Gabriela Stardust from Lakeland, Florida. Like you can see in the middle there, you see the German flag, you see the British flag. This is actually when we went to Charlotte, North Carolina, and April, May is actually at this time missing from my laptop, from my computer. I don't know, it seems like it is deleted, but we have to start with the June months. The June months, because it was my moving process where we've been very busy over May and the last of April days. So my next clip all the way up to now will start in June. And I hope you enjoyed, you know, my images, which, like I said, the quality when I upload it, somehow it is losing more and more quality. I do not know, you know, if they tamper with it, if they're, you know, manipulating it. Fact is, it loses a lot of quality from the images I actually have taken. But anyways, these were the last March and April images which I needed to show to you. And then my next clip will start June and July, where I have captured some more of the upcoming event, the NEMESIS system, and you won't be disappointed. So you all stay safe, my friends. Thank you for coming, for sharing, for looking, visiting my channel. You all stay safe. Tomorrow is Wednesday, the half of the week. Watch the cell phone users. Be safe on the street and keep your eyes in the sky. Love you all. See you in my next clip from June and July. Bye bye for now.